Good morning, everybody. It's Rob Thompson, associate broker with the agency here in Colorado Springs. I'm one of the admins in the group you might be watching this video on. I wanted to answer a question I got this morning about VA loans and can you use the entitlement again? And the answer to that question is yes, but there are a few caveats. On our right side of the screen, you see that I have what'smypayment.com and the VA loan calculator pulled up. What you should know is that every time you use a VA loan, the funding fee increases. So, for example, if you're looking to buy a $250,000 home, call the interest rate 4%, and let's put some property taxes in there and some insurance in there. So, on the first time use, if all these things were applicable, your funding fee would be 2.15%. If you have previously used, and your payment would be $14.19 at this with this configuration. If you've previously used a VA loan, the funding fee becomes 3.3%, and your payment jumps a bit. In this case, $13 or so, $14. So the short answer to the answer is yes, you can. The funding fee, unless you're a disabled vet, the funding fee increases with subsequent use. The other thing to be aware of is that there is a cap on the entitlement. For example, in El Paso County, I want to say it's approximately $400,000 is the cap. And what that means is your total mortgage accumulation can't exceed that without having to bring money to the table. So, for example, if you, very generically, if you owned a $200,000 property and you wanted to buy a $250,000 property, you'd be looking at $450,000, which is $50,000 over the cap. So, at which point you would be required to bring a down payment that's, I want to say, approximately 25% of the increased entitlement. So, short answer is yes, you can. The funding fee does increase. If you don't own, if you're selling one house and free and clear, then the cap probably won't come into play unless you're buying a very large or expensive property. So yes, you can. The funding fee does increase. If you have multiple properties, then there are some funky maths you have to jump through. This is Rob. I'll be around. If you have any other questions, let me know.